Okay, now that I've showed you how the user would operate that guide to assemble the Percept device to connect the camera and the audio to it, I'm going to show you just how I authored that in the authoring mode. So I'm going to confirm that the anchor is there. And this is the authoring view, and you can see that there's a line, an arrow going out to the number 1 and so forth. Those are things that I added to it. So if I wanted to say change the number 1, I point at it with my hand, it selects it. Then I could select one of these, and with my hand I could rotate that number 1 in 3D space. Once I get it to the orientation that I want it in, I release it. Same thing with this line here. I start from the screen, so that shows user where to go start the activity. And then when I get to the place that I want, then I release it, and I air tap it, and it stops it in the place that I want. In a similar way, I can do that with this little rectangle here. I could change the orientation of it, say I wanted to rotate it. I could rotate it around this way and back. So that's the way you can add these objects. So these are the available objects that you can select. I can just randomly, just for fun, just show you how I can add a cube to the 3D space if I wanted to, and rotate that around just with my hand. It's very cool to be working in this holographic space, editing something. So now that I added that to it, it's going to save that, and then I could proceed to the next step, which was the same thing. It has an arrow going out to here, but if I wanted to put something else in there, I could. There's arrows, some symbols that are available. So if I wanted to say, be careful, this is electric, oops, I want to delete that. Also, there's this edit button here. It allows me to then delete it. If I want to grab the lightning bolt and position it, by the board, just as like a warning, I could do that. So you just select from the various types of existing 3D parts that are available in the Azure Percept Cloud, and you can assemble whatever you need to do to communicate how to do that next step. Also noted just there, like I just said the words next step, and the HoloLens responds to audio commands, voice commands as well. So if I go back and I say next step, it advanced to the next step. Otherwise, I could stare at or point with my hand to the next arrow button, and then it's done. So it's fun stuff. Couple cool things. You can grab this screen. I can move it way up on my staircase. I could move it over here if I can't see it, or I could bring it in pretty close to where I want it to be for my best user experience. I can move it over here closer to the device that I'm working with. And note that the arrows and lines, they all adjust accordingly. So then I click home. It says, do I want to exit? Yes. And there you go. That's how you author. And inside of the hologram, I'm actually building the app in real time with the HoloLens app. Anyway, thank you very much.